Happy Thursday. I did not pick up the camera yesterday. I just wanted like a little break, and I actually found myself like wanting to chat with you guys. So we're back at it today. It's Thursday, the same week that you saw in the last vlog, the week that we came back from break. There is talks of not having school tomorrow because we're supposed to get the snowstorm that everybody's getting. And I'm from New York, so I know it's not going to be anything crazy here, but they're saying like some snow, like a light dusting. We may not have school tomorrow. Our principal already kind of told us, but you know, they can't say anything officially until the district does. Crazy, but it is 6:24 right now, so I'm running just a little bit behind. I don't know what happened. I woke up at 6 o'clock. Normally I get up at 5. I woke up at 6 and I was like, why did my alarm not go off? But my first alarm went off. My second alarm didn't. So I feel like I must have shut them off in my sleep or something. Let's head to work. We have library early today, so I can also talk to you then, but let's go to work so I can chat with you all when we get there. They already have morning work and everything on their table, so I don't really have to do much when they come in. And I'm prepped for the whole day, but I'll walk you through it when we get there. We are here. We made it. I'm gonna walk you through the day. My lip, I think my retainer, I always wear my retainer like every night because I'm scared of my teeth moving. I did get braces like later on in life. I think it was like 19 or 20 maybe. And so I wear my retainer, but I think it's like cutting up my lip. So I'm gonna maybe not wear it for a couple of days and see if my lip gets better because it's like swollen, like under, like inside and under. So anyways, but today they have library first thing in the morning, so they will go to library, which gives me like an extra break. And then when they come back, we'll do word study. We're going to talk about the letter R today. We're going to do the same thing that we did for letter F. I'll introduce it, and then we will do some letter formation on the whiteboards, the paddle boards or whatever. And then sentences. We always like to do some sentences and sight words. And then that'll be it for word study pretty much. I have a video for R that we'll play. We'll review our sight words. We'll drill those. I will drill all the sight words that we do. And that'll be it for word study. And then we probably won't do our read aloud today, because by the time we do our word study after library, it'll be time for no, I think I will do the read aloud today. It's always so tricky because I really should be skipping word study because that's during our library time, but I refuse to skip word study. It's so important, so I always skip something else. But I'll probably skip independent reading today because I think it's important for students to read books every day, like to hear a book being read to them. So we're going to do read aloud. We're going to talk about an orange in January and finish talking about author's purpose and why we learned something. So it's informing us of something that. And then we're going to read Sneezy the Snowman. And we're going to listen to it because I don't have the book actually. And we're going to talk about how that's just like a fun book. We didn't really learn anything. The author wasn't teaching us something. And then it'll probably be time to go to related arts. On related arts today, I have a MTSS meeting for a student. So I have to pull up those notes and make sure all that is good to go. I think I did a little while ago though. Then they go to lunch. When they come back, it'll be time for guided reading. They have their groups, and during guided reading, I've just been doing fast testing. We have to do benchmarking for them. And then it'll be a recess, but it's 20 degrees right now, so I believe that it will be indoor recess, which is fine. Today for writing, they'll be writing their own sentences. So I have this writing paper for them. They definitely won't need all of these lines, but I already modeled the sentence yesterday for them. I think it is a blank, so they'll just write the sentence and then write what they think is a duck or a rabbit, and then they can draw their picture. And I also made them their writing folders. They're definitely ready for writing folders now, so I made those on my teacher work day. And I have those, so we'll talk about the writing folders today, that we would put this in the writing folder, which I'm excited about because we've just been, we were supposed to get notebooks, but something happened, so we haven't got notebooks. So, and I don't like notebooks anyway because it's hard for students, like primary students, to realize turning pages and stuff like that. So they're going to do that. So we'll reread the story again, talk about the sentence, and then they'll write. And then math, I have a fun activity. We're doing measurement. So they're going to do shorter and longer. And I have different color paper in here. And what they're going to do is I'm going to say pick 2 green pieces of paper. So they can pick any 2 green pieces of paper. And then they're going to have to glue the long one on the long side, the shorter one on the shorter side. And then it'll be like that. And then there's a bunch of different colors in here. So yeah, I thought that was really, really cute. So we're going to do that. And then it'll be time for second recess. Oh, we'll do math groups, of course. Second recess, and then we're still talking about weather and science. So that is the gist for the day. Kiddos will be here in a little over 5 minutes. I'm gonna pull up my notes for one of my students and just update anything that needs to be updated because the student actually is making a lot of progress. So I'm proud of them. Okay, I don't really have anything to prep because I did everything yesterday, so I'm just gonna go put this worksheet up there. Actually, I do have, let me show you. I do have these like vocabulary cards with pictures on them for measurement. I have a chart with all of their names in it, but I wonder if I can move that, put these in there, and hang it. There's nowhere to hang it is the problem. I could put them all around the math board. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put them by the math board over there. So, yeah, I thought these were really cute. I should probably laminate them. Am I going to? No. I'm now on my weather app. It says it's supposed to snow tomorrow. It hasn't said it was going to snow, but now it says snow. So, I mean, like, I don't need a break because we just came back from break, but I'm not going to complain if we have a snow day. I will keep you updated. Okay, kiddos are at the library right now. I don't really have much to do. I feel as though I should, I'm the team lead of kindergarten, so I feel as though I should start prepping for tomorrow in case we're not here. So I'm just gonna find some 2 little activities for math and ELA. Also because if it's a snow day, students should be able to go outside and play in the snow. I'm gonna find a couple of activities for them to do, just one like measuring and another one probably just like the letter F and R that we're working on. So that'll be the plan for that. And then like I said, I really don't have much to do. Oh, today's Thursday? You guys, I have to write my plans for next week. They're due today. What am I doing? Wow. This week is really throwing me off. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work on my plans for this week so that I have those ready to go because they are due by the end of the day on Thursdays. So I'm going to work on those. It should be the same. I can't imagine that we're going to keep doing author's purpose next week. We'll just focus on a different letter, 2 different letters and 2 different sight words. But if we're not here tomorrow, we might have to spend a little bit of time reviewing. So yeah, I'm going to figure it out and then I'll update you, but that's kind of like my thoughts for right now. But I'm going to, and we also use Wonders, so I'm going to base it a little bit off of Wonders too, and kind of see like what I can pull from Wonders and whatever. So if we have to backtrack, we have to backtrack. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to work on this, and then I'll update you at some point, probably the end of the day, because this is probably going to take me all of my time, and I'm just going to be sitting here typing, so nothing interesting. But if you do want to see how I plan, comment down below, and I'll definitely do a whole in-depth video of me planning. I always love to see how teachers planned when I was like a student teacher in college or something like that. I always love to see like how to plan, like how do you know what to teach and what not to teach. So yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, I just wrapped up planning. I did all of the plans, everything's staying the same. We're doing author's purpose. We're just doing different letters. So next week's B and L, and our sight words are is and little. And then we're still doing opinion writing, but we will be doing a different like prompt. So we're going to read Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. This week we're doing Duck Rabbit, and they are loving it. But next week we're going to do Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, talk about how the author, how that persuades you, and also to bring in like author's purpose and persuade you to do something. Yeah, and then they will pick whether or not they chose to let the pigeon drive the bus, and then we'll work on that all week because it'll be quite a process to get them to write some sentences like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the kiddos from library, and when they come back I should give a test because we're probably not going to be here tomorrow. I don't know, we might, because I was planning to do the test tomorrow, but since we might not be here, maybe I should give the test today. But also, I don't know. But I really want to do word study. So probably a little bit of word study. and then we'll see kind of what happens after that. I am home now, obviously. I don't know if it's just like my class still like warming up from after break, or if they just grew up over the break, but they have been doing so well. Generally, most of them, there's always the couple students, but most of them have been really following directions. They've been really understanding the expectations. They understand, like, if they're going to do X, Y, and Z, then there's going to be either consequences or rewards, or just like that's just what you should be doing. So I probably just jinxed it. Hopefully, I didn't, but they've been doing really just a wonderful job, and I keep praising them too because I'm just like, you guys are just like, I keep joking. I'm like, are you guys first graders? And they just think it's like the most funniest thing in the world. No, we're not first graders. We're in kindergarten. And it's just so funny. So they really have just been doing so well. And I'm really proud of them. So the day overall was really good. We were productive. We got a lot done. So 10 out of 10 for that. We got an update about tomorrow. It is not canceled, but we do have a half day because the snow, I don't even think we're going to get snow, but we'll see, isn't supposed to start until like afternoon time. So we have school until 11 o'clock. I'm wondering if they're going to cancel. I don't think they're going to cancel, but part of me is like, will you? If they're going to cancel before then. Like I said, I don't think so, unless it like something happens in the morning, maybe they'll cancel. But if there was any chance of them canceling, I think they would have done it already so we can prepare for a remote day tomorrow, but they didn't do that, so I don't think they will. But we do get to leave early tomorrow at 11 o'clock, which is really nice. And we also have a half day next Friday because it's a teacher professional development day. And so it's a half day for students, not for teachers, but half day for students will take it. So there's actually a lot of breaks in January this year, and then we have all for MLK Day. It's kind of nice. Just wanted to give you that update. So I'll definitely bring you along tomorrow, the half day. We're just going to continue doing what we've been doing, like our morning time, and then they'll throw in lunch and recess somewhere around there. But, half days generally go by pretty quick. So, yeah, that is the update. That's my update. I'm going to go hop in the shower and get this night going. Billy and I just got back from our walk. It was freezing. Like I said, we're supposed to get that snowstorm tomorrow, but it was so cold, and my hair is still a little bit wet from my shower. So I had my hood on, I was all bundled up, and it was still freezing. We could only do 2 laps because I was shivering, and it was so cold. My face is probably still a little red, but it was really, really cold. So we just got back. It was a quick walk. Now I'm going to make the nachos for dinner. I've been getting some questions about the intermittent fasting thing, so I kind of want to explain it really quick. I am no way, shape, or form entirely educated on this. I have done intermittent fasting in the past. It's been really beneficial for me for a couple of different things. So if you think that you want to try it, definitely do your own research, please, because I am not a professional and I only know what works for me. So anyways, intermittent fasting is when you pick a time period to eat and a time period to fast. So generally it's 8 hours of eating, not obviously constantly, but you eat in an 8-hour window and then you fast for the rest of the time. So my window is from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock p.m. is my eating time. What happens is I really don't eat a breakfast, and I used to be somebody who ate a very large breakfast because I thought in my head I need to eat a breakfast to be charged up for the day of teaching students. So while that may be true in some cases, I have found that intermittent fasting is helping me not snack as much, and that was a very big part of my problem. And also just my calorie intake in general was just high, and I needed to lower my calorie intake. Sorry, the beef is about to start cooking. If you hear it, don't worry. But my calorie intake was pretty high, so I wanted to lower that, and I've tried calorie counting. For me personally, calorie counting is not great. I don't really stick to it, and I'm just like, oh, like I'll go over a little bit today, or I'll like put in a little bit lower and make it seem like I'm not going over or something like that. Like, it's just so silly to me, and it doesn't work for my brain and for me. Obviously it works for plenty of other people, but being in a calorie deficit just, and like seeing the numbers and being like, okay, I can only eat 500 more calories, that for me does not work. And I know it works for a lot of other people, so I'm not knocking it, but for me personally, it doesn't work. Whereas intermittent fasting, I kind of eat less calories throughout the day naturally because of my time window. So for example, if I'm starting to eat at 12 o'clock now, I started to eat previously at like 6:45 in the morning because that was when I would eat my breakfast. So by 6:45, I already had calories. Like I already had a breakfast. I had a meal. So now that I'm starting to eat later in the day, I'm kind of cutting out that meal, and it naturally causes you to have less calories, right? So, and also it prevents me from snacking because what I'm noticing is that when I start eating at 12 o'clock, I'm hungry because I'm fasting for so long that by 12 o'clock, I'm hungry and I want a big meal. So I'll eat a meal, or not a big meal, just a regular meal. I'll eat a meal and then I'll be full up until dinner. I'll eat dinner and then that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll have a snack or two in between, but if I do, it's like a pickle or an apple or something. I'm trying to make healthier choices as well. Yeah, that was like a really long tangent, but for me, it's just helping me reduce snacking, lower calorie intake, because naturally, if you're consuming less calories, you will lose weight, obviously, right? If you're consuming less. And then on top of that, we're going for our walks. We're just trying to be more healthy, I guess you could say. I haven't gotten to the working out portion of this yet. I used to obviously work out all the time, but now I just am I'm busy. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm too busy for that. But in reality, I just need to make time for it. So we're starting slow. We're starting with baby steps, and we're doing walks every day, Billy and I. And obviously that doesn't burn a ton of calories, but at least it gets us up and moving, and movement is at least something that you can do to help. That's just my take on it. Obviously, people do intermittent fasting for a lot of different things and a lot of different reasons. For me, it's to reduce snacking and to have a lower caloric intake for the day, but obviously that differs from everybody. But I'm not limiting anything. I'm not restricting anything. I'm eating whatever I want to eat, just in a specific time window. And then after 8 o'clock, I just don't eat. And generally by 8 o'clock, I don't really want to eat anyway. Kind of winding down for the night. And then I don't eat until 12 o'clock the next day. So that's kind of what I've been doing. In school, though, it is a little bit difficult when I'm teaching because 12 o'clock, I'm physically teaching a lesson at that time. So I don't really have like a second, but I've been at 12 o'clock. It's like a transition time between writing and math for me. So I've been doing like a brain break quick, and that's kind of when I'll eat my like yogurt bowl. But yeah, that's the update on that. I know some of you had some questions or were just curious about it. So that's that. Right now I'm making the beef that is currently burning, so I have to finish this. Good morning. Happy Friday. School did not get canceled, but we still have a half day, so I'll take it. It is 6:27. Oh, actually, I need to like leave. The good thing is that I don't have to pack a lunch because I'll be home so early. So that's really nice, but I am going to fill up my water bottle. Oops, I poured too much in. Okay, let's go to work. Okay, so I am home now. It is actually a little after 11. We were able to leave at 10:30 today. About an hour into the day, they came on the announcements and said that they were changing dismissal time to half an hour earlier because the weather forecast changed and it was getting bad. So I don't know if you could tell, but if you look way back there, there's all snow back there. I don't know why there's only snow there, but crazy. And everybody is just so funny here. It's so much different than New York, obviously. Like in New York, we just get feet of snow, multiple feet of snow, and it's like nothing. Like they'll barely close schools down. But here it's like this, and they're immediately like cancel school, like shut it down, get everybody home, which I completely understand because it's just also different here. First, like, not everybody is well prepared and has stuff. Like, we asked a couple people, like, do you guys own snow shovels? And they would be like, well, we have, like, gardening shovels. I'm like, not the same. But we're probably the only people that have freaking shovels here, and I think it's so funny. It's just so interesting to me. It's so much different. But, oh, there's snow on our fire pit. It's crazy to see snow here. I haven't seen snow in so long. We saw snow on Christmas or Christmas Eve. But that was because we were in New York. But here, like, just, it's like weird. Like, I think of, South Carolina is like warm and sunny and beautiful, and obviously it's not always like that, but it's just so funny. Anyways, I'm home. It's a little after 11 o'clock. I cannot wait to eat. I'm so hungry, and especially now that I'm home, I want to eat. But, I'm doing my intermittent fasting, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. And yeah, I kind of want to go put on some comfy clothes and then just chill. I want to get done homework so that I could just like not think about it, because I did that last week and it was really, really lovely. So maybe I'll just do that and not think about it. Oh, I also need to check my email because my school scheduled my next class in 2 weeks from yesterday, and normally the next class starts the day after the class before it ends. So like you just go. And for some reason my next class doesn't start until a week after this class ends, which I think is so strange. So I emailed and asked them if they could fix it. But I don't know if they'll be able to because that's just when the course starts. So it is a while later from when I last vlogged, but we feel here. I did not, in fact, do any homework when I said I was going to do homework. I laid on the couch with my 2 cats and I took a nap until Billy came home. And then he surprised me with dinner, which was so sweet. We've just been cracking up because of what everybody thinks is snow here, and I know it's totally different. We're from the north, we're not from the south, so it's completely different. But to us, it's so funny to us because it's not even snowing and everything's shut down. But I get it because nobody understands, and like it could turn and nobody's prepared, whatever. But we made this funny picture that we're sending to all of our family back home in New York. And we said, look at our snowman that we made. And it was just so funny because there was not a drop of snow. Yeah. But they were all cracking up. It was really funny. So we were just sitting here laughing about that. But we're about to go up to the man cave.
People spent like a week preparing. Like
I know,
a week ago, people were talking about it.
I think the weather and the news just hype things up too much sometimes. Like, and sometimes it's warranted. And then other times it's like,
this.
And I just want to know, like, why everyone, not everyone, I'm not going to say everyone, but, like, it's like a thing in the South where people get so frazzled. But then again, Billy brought up a good point. Like, we were frazzled about, like, potential hurricanes coming through because we don't really get hurricanes where we lived in New York. And so when we came here, we were more frazzled about the hurricanes, but nobody here like even bats an eyelash at when there's a hurricane.
I think you actually came up with that point, but I'll definitely take credit.
Oh, I think you came up with that. But so like I get it. It's just different. It's like the unknown. Nobody really knows. But
it's snow.
But like in the grand scheme of things, did the weatherman really? I don't know. I didn't watch the weather. But did the weatherman call for like feet of snow?
I don't know. I don't watch the weather either.
I don't know.
But it is. But
it's just. And, like, I get it if it was, like, freezing ice, and I was just saying this to Billy, like, if it was really, really cold, like, 20s or below, and they were worried about, like, things becoming ice, but it's, like, warm. It's, like, it was in the 40s all day today. That's not warm, but it's warm for snow.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because it's not snowing.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say, though, there was a point in time today where it was actually snowing. It was more like hail, but it was, like, snow was accumulating. But when I mean, like, very, very small amounts of snow, it was nothing crazy. I just find it's so interesting to me how like it's so different. Like we're worried about hurricanes and nobody here is, and then like everybody's so concerned about snow and we're like
every business is closed.
I know everything is closed here.
Fast
so not only did the
chains.
Schools, fast foods, the banks closed early because I got a notification from our bank saying they were closing.
That's crazy.
Everything, like businesses closed. Food places. I know Target closed.
Target closed?
When I was searching up Target before, it said the hours changed.
It is insane to me that over this, like, and by the way, like we talked about, maybe they don't have the infrastructure to deal with it. Like, are they going to be salting roads and stuff?
Yeah.
I did see when I left this morning, I did see a truck going down. So I don't know what roads they do or don't do, but they do roads. It's not like they do nothing.
It was salt truck?
Yeah.
They were laying salt?
Well, it's a plow and the salt.
A plow?
Wow.
But so they do have plows.
So they do have stuff.
Like a truck or like a pickup truck?
No. It looked like a dump truck.
Oh, wow.
Like it was a dump truck. But so I don't know where it's going and where it doesn't cover or anything like that. But like, so they do have and
Something.
that was quite excessive based on the.
Well, I did notice
It was
driving
like
on the
an
road.
eighth of an inch of snow
Yeah.
at most, and none of it was sticking to the road.
I did notice driving on the road that there was like salt on the road.
Yeah,
like
they called it.
Yeah, I could tell. It's so interesting to me, and I'm not like knocking anybody or anything. It's just so interesting, like the contrast of like what people here are worried about versus what we were worried about in New York. It's so interesting to me
In New York,
because like snow
you
is
wouldn't
not.
even have gotten a delay.
Oh gosh, no,
Nothing.
no.
Buses would have ran. Here, they shut
Yeah.
everything down.
It's
They
so
were like,
interesting.
it's raining with a chance of snow. Go home.
And some people that we
Bundle
know,
up.
yeah, some people that we know were like concerned about like driving, and I'm like, guys, it's just rain. Like, it's not like anything.
Yeah.
It's just so funny the difference of like just what people are used to and what they're not used to. They're not used to snow here. They are used to hurricanes, though.
Which I don't care about. Hurricanes so much more dangerous. The fact that doesn't scare people.
I think so.
Hurricanes get strong winds. They
well, also because
yeah, that's so much more concerning than ice falling from the sky or
also
water.
While we are on this topic, I haven't said anything about this, but the fires in California, that scares me because, like, and I think I said this maybe to somebody at work today, like a hurricane, a snowstorm, a thunderstorm, whatever, like moves. It moves and it'll go away eventually. Granted, it causes massive devastation, but eventually it'll go away. A fire, you have to like physically have people to put out that fire. And in California, I know they're really, really struggling right now. So I'll definitely leave down below some links of like donation stuff and resources and anything like that if anyone can help out. I know it's just like a crazy time and the devastation is so devastating, to say the least. So yeah, I will definitely leave some resources and everything down below, but you can check those out. And thoughts and prayers to everybody that is involved in that. And a thank you to all of the firefighters out there and all like the public service people that are helping and everything like that, and all of the charities that are doing all the work. And I know I think Airbnb is even like doing something where if you need to get out and evacuate, they're giving you some sort of free housing for certain periods of time. Yes, and I think Uber too is like letting free traveling if you need to get to like a shelter or something. So just craziness. And I hope by the time this video goes up, it's at least somewhat under control. But as of right now, it just seems as though it's getting worse. So
I could not imagine.
No, that
sucks.
Yeah, like I said, that's just scary because, like I said, any other natural disaster kind of
tornado
makes its way. I mean, tornadoes are a little iffy too, but
they kill themselves.
They eventually
go
out, and fires just if there's just something that it will just keep going. And I know it's like the wind is really strong there right now, apparently, and that's why it's like causing all of this. Yeah. But so I hope that kind of moves away quickly. But I mean, the devastation is already there. People are already losing their homes. I mean, like you hear about all the celebrities and stuff, but you know, there's also regular people that are losing all of their stuff too. So just really, really sad, and just wanted to say that, and I'll leave some resources and everything down below if you want to check it out. But we're just going to chill for the rest of the night. We're going to go up to the man cave. I'm going to do some homework. Oh, I told you guys before I tried to email my professor about moving my class up because of like the weird gap in between. She's not able to do it because that's just when the class starts. I didn't know if there was like another section that I could go into, but she said that I could not, unfortunately. But fortunately, I'll have a week off, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So I'm not going to complain about that. But I just thought that was so interesting because I don't know why they would give me just a random week off. But hey, I'll take it, I guess. So I'm going to go do some homework. Hopefully I can get it all done today so that I don't have to do anything for the rest of the weekend, and I can really enjoy like my week and a half off now if I get all my homework done today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Saturday. I just literally woke up, rolled out of bed. Brady, I don't want to step on your tail. And I just went and said goodbye to Billy. He's off to work for the day. And I'm about to just get ready for the day. My goodness, this bedroom is a mess. Last night I got all of my homework done, and I've been really trying to do my homework on Friday. Granted, it's like it keeps me up all night. I was up till like midnight last night doing homework. But if I do my homework on Friday, it allows me to do like the house errands, cleaning on Saturday, which I love to clean, especially cleaning my house. very fulfilling to me. It just reminds me of how like lucky I am that I get to live in a house and own a home. It's really, really wild to me. And we've lived in this house for what? I don't even know. What year is it? It's 2025. Oh my gosh. We're coming up on 2 years that we have owned this home. We haven't lived in here for 2 years because we bought our house while we were still living in New York. But we are coming up on 2 years of owning our home, and that is just craziness to me. So maybe we'll celebrate one day. But on Saturdays, I like to get all like the house errands done, food shopping. I love to clean the house, just have a nice reset for the upcoming week. And then Sunday, I use as a complete chill day. Billy and I generally watch football on Sundays. We really don't like to do much. We just like to chill because Billy actually is a sports writer, so he actually technically works on Sundays, but he's able to work from home, which is really nice. So we use it as a nice chill day, get our minds right for the following week. So that's pretty much how our weekends go. So if I keep up with doing my homework on Fridays, then that will be a really good setup for me. I only have 3 more classes. I finished, so that assignment I did last night was the last assignment for this class. And I have a week off, like I told you yesterday, because of the way the classes fall. And then I start my next class. I want to remind you, if you are in grad school and you get your 18 credits, in most schools, districts, you can apply for your bachelor's plus 18. So I just finished, well, once this course is over, I will have finished 18 credits, so I can submit that to my school. Hopefully they don't give me a hard time. I'm sure they will, because nothing is ever easy, right? And hopefully I'll be able to move over a column, because if you know, teacher salaries are based on steps and columns. So right now I'm on a bachelor's column, but I'll be able to move over a column into bachelor's plus 18. So that'll be nice, a little pay increase. Just saying, just a reminder, if you did your 18 credits, go ahead and submit it to your school district. It's worth a shot. They might not always accept it if it's like something that they're not related to education, but obviously mine is. So just a little reminder for you. But yeah, so I'm going to get ready for the day. I'm currently standing in my bathroom. All right, I just did a quick cleanup of the house. All that is good. Right now, I'm about to go into the garage and clean out the cat's litter box, because that I do every week. We have a self-cleaning litter box, so it is the best thing ever. So every time they use the bathroom, it'll swipe through it and it'll dump it in like a receptacle. And then once a week, I go in, I just scrub it down, dump out all the litter, give it a good clean, put fresh litter in, and dump out the receptacle that got filled up, and then I just sweep inside the little area. If you don't know, let me show you. This is the hole for the cats to go into for their litter box. So this is actually in our bathroom, and what they do is they just go in there, and it leads to a door in the garage. I've showed you it in a different video before. And in there is their litter box. It's actually quite big. I'm gonna go clean that right now, and then I'm gonna run a vacuum through the house. And I need to try to fix my robot vacuum. We have like the Roomba type of thing. It's not a Roomba, but it's like a different brand. And for some reason, it just stopped working on me. So I need to see if I could fix that, because I really miss having it. Like, just running it throughout the week is so simple rather than me taking out the vacuum. And like I said, I don't mind cleaning, but the robot vacuum is like literally like a no-brainer. It's so simple. So it's been unplugged for a while. I'm hoping maybe that like reset it. And I'm going to try to put it in a different spot and see if that kind of helps, but we'll see, because I don't know, it was acting really iffy on me one day. So, okay, let's finish cleaning. Okay, you guys, the robot vacuum is under the couch right now. I hope I'm not gonna jinx it, but it's doing something, which it wasn't before. So, hopefully, this is the start of something good. Don't go over there. No. Oh Lord. I'm gonna take down my tree. Ma'am. Go the other way. Okay, it's kind of creepy that you're doing what I'm telling you to do. Just did my nails. I was going for blue, like navy blue with chrome on the top, and then I put the chrome on and it turned purple. So they look like that. They're purple chrome now. Like I said, I wanted them navy blue, but it's okay. It is what it is. Next time I'll probably just do navy blue without any chrome on it because I really like the way the navy blue was looking, but I want to do chrome again because I didn't love the way my white chrome came out. I didn't know which chrome to use. So anyways, yesterday Billy picked up Zaxby's for us. We love Zaxby's, but we don't really eat out anymore. But he picked us up some salads and I didn't really eat it. I ate the side of chicken tenders that he got instead and french fries. So right now I'm gonna have some of this salad and I might put some Zaxby sauce on it. Is that crazy? Okay, let's eat because I'm hungry and it's 12:30. 30 minutes past my eating time. Alright, it is a lint rolling time. You guys know the drill with my cats. You gotta lint roll before you go anywhere. So we're gonna head to Target first so that the groceries don't have to sit in the car. Also, while I'm at Target, I want to get some like new bowls and plates. Because we have like the ones I think from Walmart and they're super cheap, which we love. And they're plastic because we have like fancy stuff, but we don't need to use it every day. So we just use plastic stuff. And mostly because Billy doesn't like the sound of like a fork scraping on like a plate. So I want to see if they have any like cheap ones. I know that they do. Okay. Lint is rolled off. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my plugs because it's freezing outside. Oh, I also have to grab the Target return. That's upstairs. Knowing me, I will forget it. Okay, weird angle, but I'm in the car. I want to show you what I got from Target. So we needed some new like plastic plates, as I was saying. So I got 4 of those. They're blue. Our other ones are like a different color blue, but now that I'm thinking, those have raised edges, which I know Billy really likes. So now that I think about it, I'm thinking I'm gonna return these, but not today. I mean, they were literally 50 cents each, so I could just keep them and get rid of the red ones that we have. But I remember him saying he wanted the raised edges now that I think about it. But then we also got some new bowls because those were also a little wonky. And these are like really deep. They're just not the same ones that we have. I don't know how I feel about them. You know what, we're gonna get Billy's opinion and see. And then I also got these small bowls because we don't have any good sized bowls just for like cereal or whatever. So I got those. I'm gonna put these back here so I don't forget to grab them. Off to Lidl. I'm gonna give you a quick, very, very quick grocery haul. Sorry, I'm backlit because of the thing there, but it's just the angle that we have to work with. So I got 2 things of peanut butter. Billy's been making a lot of smoothies lately, and I've been doing my smoothie bowls, so we use a lot of peanut butter for those. Almond milk. I've been using like granola bars and just crunching up the granola bars for my yogurt bowls, but instead I've been wanting to just find regular granola, and these are peanut butter clusters, and I'm sure they're a little bit healthier than those granola bars that I buy because those probably have a lot of sugar in them. I mean, these are not the healthiest. Yeah, they still have a lot of added sugar, but in my brain it's better than those other ones. So these, and they're just easier to deal with at work. I can just pour them in instead of having to break apart. Breadcrumbs, almost went down. We got jelly. We got 2 things of queso, one for snacking during football today, and another one for I'm making my homemade crunch wraps this week. I like to do them kind of like every other week. It's like a Taco Tuesday option. They're really good. Mayo, we always just have mayo. Got some penne because I'm gonna make just like pasta this week. I also got gum. Then we got 2 things of ground turkey to put in the pasta, and the other one is for, oh, I'm gonna make the crunch wraps with turkey and see, because I'd rather have turkey than ground beef sometimes. We also got some chicken breasts. We got grapes. I'm gonna throw these right in the sink to be washed. Strawberries right in the sink to be washed. And then we got some more yogurt. We got some tomatoes, some asparagus. This is for dinner this week. I make pesto tortellini with asparagus and those tomatoes. So good. We got more bananas. Okay, comment down below. Do you love a green banana or a yellow banana? I know you're technically like not supposed to eat green bananas, and I don't eat bananas that are this green generally, but I love like a barely ripe banana. So good to me. I cannot stand a mushy, yellowy brown banana. We got some shredded lettuce for the crunch wraps, Swiss cheese for some chicken thing that I'm making, more tortellini. We got tortillas for the crunch wraps, sour cream, and cheese for our football Sundays that we always have. We do a cheese and grape platter on Sundays. It's delicious. We got some Hawaiian bread. I'm making sliders this week, but they are, I don't know what is going on with this package. We got some chips to dip in the queso, hoagies for we're making like chicken cut sandwiches this week, and we needed more tostadas because, as you saw in my previous videos, I've just been snacking on them. And then at Target, I got those plates and bowls that I showed you. I don't know if Billy's gonna like them. And I also didn't even realize, are these dishwasher safe? Anything in this house is dishwasher safe. Oh, good, they are. Okay, yeah. Anything in this house is dishwasher safe. If it doesn't say dishwasher safe, don't care. It's those in the dishwasher. So, okay, those are good. And then I got 2 seltzers, a lime seltzer and orange seltzer. I love the orange one. I haven't had it in so long. I'm about to crack one open. And I also got some more ginger ale. Billy and I enjoy like an adult beverage every once in a while, so we mix it with ginger ale, and it's like a Caribbean mule type vibe. It's very delicious. So just got to restock on that for whenever we need it. And yeah, now I got to put away all these groceries. So let's go do that.